Don't adjust your clocks. We are starting a little early tonight. It's because the president has just declared for the New Hampshire primary, and we can't show him now because of Michigan law and the federal regulations on political candidates. You will see a portion of the end of Christmas in Washington later on in tonight's news.
Next on the Night Beat, cutbacks at General Motors. Tonight, the UAW is under the gun and speaking out. And why are people calling a Seattle company when they're trying to reach a presidential candidate?
And also tonight, the 5 Lions you'll see in the Pro Bowl. All next on the Night Beat.
My mother used to say prevention is the best medicine. As a mother myself, I know what she meant. If you can catch a problem early, it could mean healthier kids and fewer trips to the doctor.
Thanks.
Christy Kruger's Good Medicine Report on Channel 4 gives you that information to help keep your family healthy. My mother was a nurse, and I'm a nurse. I guess you could say medicine is a family tradition. And now I'm proud to say my daughter is a part of that tradition.
Oh, Mom. Christy is Good Medicine on the Newsbeat, only on 4. WDIV celebrates America with holiday traditions that keep the spirit alive.
I'm Mort Krim. Children who grow up in Detroit have their own special memories of the season. One tradition that continues year after year is Detroit Aglow. The festivities begin with a tree lighting ceremony at the foot of Woodward Avenue, followed by a sing-along with the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. It's a unique blend of the sights and sounds of the holidays.
From our family to yours, happy holidays from Channel 4.
WDIV, the place to be.
We feel betrayed. We really do. We feel betrayed.
Tonight, union leaders respond to massive cutbacks ordered at GM.
Tonight, Detroit workers pitted against those in Texas. The winner gets the jobs.
And tonight, how to cope with an uncertain future.
Usually the first stage is shock, disbelief, disability, or numbness, and, you know, why me?
News 4 Nightbeat with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan, Bernie Smilovitz and Chuck Gatica.
Good evening. It was a day we knew would come. General Motors tried to soften the blow by giving advance notice, but the news still hit hard. The changes that GM says it needs to survive are going to make it very difficult on those who now work for the world's largest car company. But as Chairman Robert Stemple explained today, being the biggest isn't enough these days.
Despite the many steps we've taken throughout the year to improve our competitive situation, business conditions are not improving, and we don't see significant change in the near future.
Those changes amount to 21 GM plants being closed in North America. 54,000 blue-collar jobs are being eliminated, and 20,000 white-collar jobs are being eliminated. Some white-collar workers say they're not surprised by the cutbacks. Many are losing bonuses, being asked to take pay cuts. And one engineer at the GM Tech Center says he's now being asked to retire.
I've been with the company 30 years, and it's been a good company. I enjoyed working at General Motors. I just wish if they do make some cutbacks, they cut back in the top brass. After all, if you got 30 or 40,000 salary employees eliminated, why do we need 10 board directors?
Other GM salaried workers say they've gotten word they'll now have to contribute their health benefits, and there will be no holiday bonus once again this year. Ruth?
Well, the blue-collar workers cannot rest easy, especially those at 2 plants separated by many miles, but actually very close together. They are the workers at the Willow Run Assembly Plant in Metro Detroit and those in Arlington, Texas. The company says one of them will eventually go. And in Texas, they're voting on trying to sweeten the pot by accepting concessions.
I like the idea of them using one union against another, but until our national steps in and takes a stand on it, you know, our locals are going to be fighting each other.
Now, the union calls that whipsawing, pitting one union local against another, but GM denies that that's what it's doing. By tomorrow, however, the votes will be counted, and union officials will know if the workers in the Texas plant are willing to make concessions to GM in order to try and save their jobs.
Here in Michigan, workers believe they fought hard for benefits they certainly deserve, and any talk of contract concessions is not going to go over well. But the workers in Michigan know what happens in Texas could soon haunt them. The Night Beat's Mike Lewis has more on that side of the story.